कल करती नदियों का तू सुन मीठा संगीत। मन के हारे हार है भैया मन के जीते जीत। मन के हारे हार है प्यारे मन के जीते जीत। मन के हारे हार है यारा मन के जीते जीत। साथ रहे साहस तब ही परचम लहराएगा। यदि हारी हिम्मत तूने तो हार ही जाएगा। साथ रहे साहस तब ही परचम लहराएगा। यदि हारी हिम्मत तूने तो हार ही जाएगा। कदम बढ़ाना मन में अपने रखना तू उम्मीद। कदम बढ़ाना मन में अपने रखना तू उम्मीद। मन के हारे हार है भैया मन के जीते जीत। मन के हारे हार है प्यारे मन के जीते जीत। मन के हारे हार है यारा मन के जीते जीत। पसीने को कभी मोती कभी सोना बनाएगी। भरोसा रख तेरी मेहनत यकीनन रंग लाएगी। पसीने को कभी मोती कभी सोना बनाएगी। भरोसा रख तेरी मेहनत यकीनन रंग लाएगी। इरादे तू जो अपने आसमां से ऊंचे रखेगा। इरादे तू जो अपने आसमां से ऊंचे रखेगा। मेरा दावा है मंजिल खुद तेरी चौखट पे आएगी। मेरा दावा है मंजिल खुद तेरी चौखट पे आएगी। हाथ थाम कर एक दूजे का गाओ प्रेम के गीत। हाथ थाम कर एक दूजे का गाओ प्रेम के गीत। मन के हारे हार है भैया मन के जीते जीत। मन के हारे हार है यारा मन के जीते जीत। मन के हारे हार है बंधु मन के जीते जीत। हमें मालूम है मुश्किल बड़ी ये जिंदगानी है। बहुत बाधाएं हैं फिर भी तो नदियों में रवानी है। हमें मालूम है मुश्किल बड़ी ये जिंदगानी है। बहुत बाधाएं हैं फिर भी तो नदियों में रवानी है। थका ना जो रुका ना राह में हरदम बढ़ागे। थका ना जो रुका ना राह में हरदम बढ़ागे। जिन्होंने हार ना मानी अमर उनकी कहानी है। जिन्होंने हार ना मानी अमर उनकी कहानी है। कल कल करती नदियों का तू सुन मीठा संगीत।
Good evening, everyone. Am I audible and visible to you all? Are we good to go?
Good evening, sir. Yes.
Are we good to go now?
Yes, sir. We can start. Sir.
Okay, great. A very, very good evening, my dear friends. Let's get started. So before I get into today's topic, let me tell you a very important thing. Today will be a very, very important session, an amazing session where you will be getting answer to all your questions like, what should I read for current affairs? How to make notes? What are the books I should refer? What are the footprints of UPSC? So today will be very, very important session. It will be worth like $1 million. So please be attentive and make the best use of these things. Okay. Today we'll discuss, we'll decode the entire syllabus. This is a result of more than 20 years of my effort. You might have come across many toppers, many teachers saying that syllabus and previous year questions are important. But most of them have failed in decoding the things. Mean to say that making the things simple so that students can assimilate the things, students can internalize the things. So keeping that in mind, let's get started. To understand the syllabus, first you have to understand that this is an examination for selecting civil servant. Means this is an examination for the servants of people. This is not an examination for a scientist, for an engineer. So what are the things which a civil servant has to have in him is one of the things which you have to keep in mind. So I have answered this. Please do answer. What are the things you expect in a civil servant? What are the things you expect in a civil servant, if at all, if you are given the authority to select civil servants? Please let me know the answers. Well-educated person, very good, ethical, ability, honesty, uncorruptible, very good. Decision making, very nice. Humanity, hard work. I'll be looking into the things you have to interact, otherwise this session is well planned. It won't be of much use if you are just passive. This session is made to be interactive. Very nice. So here, dear students, in civil service exams, they are searching whether this civil servant is having an idea of the people whom you will be serving. It is looking into the values of civil service, that is what people expect, and the abilities required. Abilities are those things here with respect to civil service. So here, to be precise, they are looking into society. They are looking into civil service values and civil service aptitude. In all the papers, this will be tested. I reiterate, in all the papers, it will be tested. But civil service values and aptitude is very much tested in 3 papers. Which are those papers? Or which are those things? Please let me know. There are 3 exams in which civil service values and aptitude is tested to a higher level. Very good. I just can't believe most of you are answering correct. Great. So, CSAT, the word itself means Civil Service Aptitude Test. So, they are testing the aptitude. In your ethics paper, ethics, integrity, and aptitude. Ethics, integrity, they are testing your values. Aptitude is this component. In your essay, both these things are tested. I hope these things are clear to you. Please note down very important things you might have noted. UPSC syllabus is very, very systematically defined. This is the one thing which you have to imbibe in. There are many people who won't teach syllabus. They say that it is vaguely defined. It is indicative. But the most important thing, it is a systematically defined. Civil service syllabus is an organic whole, interconnected to one another. GS1 deals with the society as such. Society as a whole. GS2 deals with the political aspect, the power aspect. GS3 deals with the economy and current related things. In your GS1, you have got culture and history, society, and geography. In polity, what are the subjects you have? In polity, what are the subjects we have? Okay, very nice. Okay, so here constitution, political system, governance, social justice, and international relations. With respect to GS3, you have got economic development. You have got, after that, science and technology. You have got environment and biodiversity. In addition, we also have security and disaster management. All these things are communicated to the examiner by writing. That is your essay paper. All these things have to work based on some standards. That is your GS4, ethical standards. Ethics paper is nothing but written interview. Above that, you have got oral interview. Right? This we have already discussed. Today, we'll discuss in detail, in a systematic way. This will be very important. You have to give due attention. GS1 and also GS3. Already you have mastered GS2. Today we'll try to master GS1 and GS3. These are very, very correlated things, interrelated things. So if you give due attention, you can understand this. I have spent a lot of time on this one. In fact, many years to come to this conclusion as to how to make the students understand in a very simple way. It's not here while explaining these things, I won't be just reading out the syllabus. I'll make the things simple. I'll interconnect the things. Right? Okay. Here there are many misconceptions that UPSC syllabus is vaguely defined. It is very difficult, unpredictable. These are the misconceptions. Please bear this in mind. It is very systematically defined. It is organically interconnected to one another. It is easy, but it is vast. In that, most of the students, they will be making one big mistake. They are worrying about this 5%. Please don't worry about this one. Since it is vast, I reiterate, make short notes. This is one of the strangest secrets, dear students. UPSC questions are predictable if you follow the footprints of UPSC. If you decipher the mindset of the question paper setter and resonate with the mindset of the question paper setter. This can happen only if you internalize the syllabus, if you internalize the previous year questions. Very, very important. I am reiterating, in the market, you just have topic wise or subject wise. You don't have subtopic wise. Say, for example, if with respect to GS2, you don't have questions sorted out with respect to subtopics like president, like prime minister, like council of minister. That has to be done. When you do these things and simplify them and read them again and again. So I repeat, syllabus you have to internalize. This can happen by ordering the things in a systematic way and simplifying the things. I reiterate, simplify the syllabus. Internalize the previous year questions, subtopic wise, and simplify. When you do this, your mind will be in a position to correlate, interrelate the things. Until and unless you won't be doing that. Right? Okay. So by doing these things, you will be able to interconnect and you will come to know as to what UPSC wants. This is the most important thing. Until and unless you are confident that I know what UPSC wants, your preparation has not started. You will be just roaming around others, like what the stopper has said, what he is selling. You should know what UPSC want, right? Okay. And very, very important one, this should be the basis for your preparation, whether to start your preparation or not. You have to quit all habits which won't allow you to study 8 to 10 hours daily. I reiterate, if you have any habit, I'm not telling anything, whether it's good, bad, that, this. What I'm saying, if you can't read 8 to 10 hours, this examination is not for you. Please don't go with exceptions that some may say that I read just 2 hours, 3 hours. Just don't go for exceptions. At least 8 hours you have to read. If you don't have that thing, please leave this exam. That is my humble request. Please don't waste your time. Don't waste your life. The only requirement needed for this examination is consistency. I repeat, UPSC exam is a mind game. How strong you are, it's tested here. IIT, IIM, all these things who came thinking that they are monarchs have perished. 5th fail, 10th fail, they have succeeded. Whatever may be the thing, you shouldn't have those habits which prevent you from reading 8 to 10 hours. As I have told you, the syllabus is very, very easy, but it is vast. I repeat, the syllabus is not just easy, it's very, very easy, but it's vast. So for that, one of the main requirement is you should put more number of hours. Okay. So essay is one of the most important things. Let me just show you here. Now, you know what is present in GS 1, 2, 3, 4. For some time, you please leave this one. Here, please tell me why UPSC has put like more weightage, has given more weightage on essay, ethics, and interview. See these things. Why is this? Why? Please let me know from your side. Please do interact. Why UPSC has given more weightage for this? Say, for example, in GS1, you have got history, geography, society. In history, you have got ancient, medieval, modern, world, art, culture. In geography, you have got world. But these are counting just 70 marks. Very good. Your thought process, your intellect, your values, your aptitude. So, dear students, what you are expected to do? See, why? What you are expected to do now? Then, these are the things which carry maximum weightage. Then, what you should be doing? What you should be doing? Focus on it. Conceptual clarity. Okay. Dear students, please give due attention here. These three are based on your reason. These three are based on your logic. These three based on the values. So you should start using these things. You should start reason the things. You should mold yourself in line with the civil service values. These are the things which take long time. These things take long time. So for that, your thought, reason, logic should be rational. You should not identify yourself with any of the societal things. All your answers, I repeat, all your answers, all your analysis should be based on logic, reason, humanity, objectivity. Until and unless you start these things now, your preparation is not going smoothly. You will be just collecting some facts in history, geography, polity. That's it. Your thought process has not begun in the way expected by the civil service examination. Right? Okay. So we'll have a separate session for essay. Okay. Now, just I'll give 1 minute. This is the latest question paper available. Please go through this fast. The previous year question. And you should answer like, what is the take home after reading these things? You have to be very fast. Some senior citizens already are giving the terminologies which are running in the market. Philosophical essays, someone mentioned. Abstract. Please give one word or something. See, you have gone through these things. Hidden meaning, basic understanding, abstract. Okay. Okay. Now, please listen to me. These are said to be philosophical essays or abstract essays or whatever may be the name. What is the intent? See, before 2020, the questions were not like this. Like, let me show you. See here now. Say here, non-alignment movement, impact of new economic measures on fiscal ties between union and states. So these were not like that. But of late, UPSC is providing these things because these things are based on reasoning, your thought, your analysis. Is the point clear to you? Right? So, dear students, now it is the time to think. So I have given 10 years questions. So very, very important. Listen to me. Go home. I reiterate, go home, 10-year questions. First, just read. Just read. See, by just reading, you will be in touch with the 10 years question papers. And very, very important, the mindset, the thinking of UPSC with respect to essay is very, very important. And it is pertinent with respect to all your subjects, GS 1, 2, 3, 4. I repeat, the thought, the logic behind your essay paper is very important, and it is in line with the other areas also. So what you should do to begin with, just read. Just read, don't try to answer first. Afterwards, just think. I reiterate, just think. Because if you go on answering individual things, you will be stuck there itself. First, just read them. Hardly, like they're just 8 lines per 1 year. Means 10 years means just 80 lines. Just read them repeatedly. So I appreciate if you read 10 to 15 times all these things. It hardly takes 5 minutes to read them once. If you read them 5 to 50 minutes, 50 times, you will come to know as to what they are trying to test you in you. Is my point clear to you? Will you do it for me? To begin with, just read them. Don't try in internet how they have answered. No. Afterwards, just think, what does this may mean? What does this may mean? Is my point clear to you? Try to answer, however vague it may be. I repeat, please don't see any internet or anything. First read them and try to answer on your own. When you look into the answers, you will come to know like the difference between your reasoning and other individuals' reasoning. Is my point clear to you? So what you should be doing? All the 10 years things. I have given 10 years things, what you should do? Very, very important. 10 years questions I am giving you, what you should be doing? Yes, just read. Afterwards, then what should be, just think of answering. That is enough. Read, just think. Try to like come up with your answer. Very, very important. To begin with, please don't see any answer. Please don't see any individual's answer. Let your thought, let your analysis bloom. Let you widen your horizon. Don't get stuck with others' analysis, others' logic, others' thinking. You have to develop on your own. Right? Just try all these things. Okay? So these are like 10-year question papers. Just read them. They're very beautiful. They have got overlapping on all the other aspects also. At the same time, like I have given two important areas with respect to women, how the questions have come, and also with respect to education. Please go through them, read them again and again. Okay. So GS1. Okay. Please concentrate now. A very, very important paper, GS1. It has got 3 subjects and it has got 12 topics which are interconnected. One is culture and history. Another is society. Culture and history have 5 units or 5 topics. So society has 4. Then how many are remaining? 12 minus 5 minus 4, 3. So in geography, you have got 3 units, right? So now just listen to me and just involve yourself and answer. I'll like dictate one of the shortest and the best syllabus for GS1. But as of now, you just involve yourself. Now, let me ask you a question. What is heritage? Just, I don't want long stories. What do you mean by heritage? Just 1 word, 2 word, 3 word. What you know? What is heritage? Legacy, past, like however bad it may be. See here, we are all here to win. We want you to win. Nobody is trying to pull you down. Whatever you feel, you have got some idea. Think, what is that? Inheritance, very good. Legacy, very good. So one key word with respect to heritage is inherited. Those things which we have inherited is said to be heritage. Very good. Then what is culture? You often use this term. He's a very cultured individual. He's an uncultured person. What do you understand by culture? Very, very important. This is one of the most important concept in the whole of civil service syllabus, but often misunderstood and students are not having clarity. What is culture? Rituals, well-educated, tradition, no. But I appreciate your answers, really. They're very near. Way of life, ideas, way of life is very near, but even then, if you take this way of life, you cannot answer the things. Custom, similar thought, norms, heredity, okay. Believe your diversity. Very good, but your answers are very near, but they're not exact. Right, okay, now listen to me. Just, I'll sum up this thing in just 3 words. That should suffice and you shouldn't forget throughout your course. Number 1, culture is that which is passed on, from one generation to another. To another. Three important things are there. First one is, for anything to be called as cultural, that has to pass on from one generation to another. Now, a question appears in many students' head. Say, for example, we have got this hair. Africans have woolly or curly hairs. Can this said to be a cultural? Please do answer. Africans have woolly hair and Mongoloids have got silky hairs. Can we consider this as cultural? Because that is also passed on from one generation to another. Very good. So what is the differentiating thing? No, it cannot be called cultural. Okay, let me ask you another one with respect to hairs itself. In Indian, like in some cases or in majority cases, small children, say especially girls, they have got their hair tied two sides. Can we call this as cultural? Okay. Please listen to me. For anything to be called as cultural, it should pass on from one generation to another. Second, the most important thing, it should be learned. Learned means it is by way of learning, not by way of genetics, not by way of inheritance. Say, for example, ants. So ants also carry the dead ones. They feed the queen ant. Not only that, honeybees, they have got certain pattern. But what they exhibit is genetic. Is the point clear to you? So, if something is genetic, then it is not cultural. Another, third one, please give here, important one. Think that there is a society. In that society, think 95% of the people, they drink alcohol. They were drinking, their children are drinking, their grandfathers are drinking. Can we call this cultural? Yes, no, yes. So those who say no, I think they are antagonistic towards drinking alcohol. In fact, it was not the appropriate one. The third is, it should be accepted by most members of the society. Most members of the society. Right? So accepted or shared. Say, for example, office of president or office of PM. Can we call this cultural? The answer is yes. Because we have accepted this. Clear? Please note down these things, very important. For anything to be called as cultural, if all these things, three things are not there, then it is not cultural. Number one, for anything to be called as cultural, it has to pass on from one generation to another generation. It should be learned, not genetical or inherited. It should be accepted or shared by most members of the society. Three things. Is the concept clear to you? Any doubt with respect to these things? See, these are very subjective. To begin with, please don't have doubts. Afterwards, you can have, because it is in your own good. Right? So just type the three words. What is culture? Please explain learned. Learned means anything which you learn as a part of society. Say, for example, writing. Say, for example, wearing clothes. Say, for example, I am wearing this dress. Did I get this by birth? No, I learned through society. Learned, past, accepted by most. Very good. That's it. No need. Like, this is the most authentic definition. You just can tell this one to anyone. Right? No, always it will be their way of life, all these things. Great. Okay. Now, so simply just for you, like very important. See, I'm just to explain the syllabus. I'm giving you some things, but we have got awesome sir, Sovik sir, who will be taking like history for you. Just I'll be just briefing this word. Don't say that Raghu sir has said this. I'm not a faculty of history. Just for your understanding, heritage refers to the inheritance of tangible or intangible elements from the past that are passed down to the present and future generation. Tangible means that one can see, feel, touch, which are physical, having physical existence. Intangible, that you cannot see, touch, feel. So the key word, as you already have given, inherited, inheritance, that's it. So right? Similarly, culture, you know the meaning. So here, art forms, literature, and architecture are the integral components of culture and heritage. Each contribute to the expression, representation, and transmission of ideas, emotions, and values. Dear students, please concentrate these things. See why we have got art forms, why we have got literature, why someone is writing a story, why someone is writing a poem, why someone is doing Bharatanatyam, why someone is doing Western dance. So for example, recently, like one song is very popular. Which is the most popular song? What is the word used? Viral song. Not to. Right? So here, why is this song? It is expressing an idea. It is expressing an emotion. It is expressing a value. So all these are very, very important. They are important part of your culture and heritage. So dear students, these are the things which are studied in your first chapter. I reiterate. Art forms, literature, and architecture. Okay. So art forms, these are creative expressions, art. Just listen to these things. Don't write down. All these things will be taught in depth just for your understanding. Creative expressions. Why do someone paint, sculpture, drawing, music, dance, theater, film, all these things? They are communicating a complex idea, emotion, which words cannot in a proper way. Similarly, we have got literature in the form of written or spoken art. So here literature may be in the form of written or spoken art. Here it may be a novel, poem, plays, essay, or anything. So you will be studying literature. Then you will be studying the architecture, relates to the design, painting, and construction of building and structure. These also do the same, right? art forms, literature, architecture contribute to the preservation of culture, heritage, and expression of human creativity. Right? Okay. Then what is history? What is history? One word. What is history? History, past, inheritance, study of past, our past, events. Very good. So history is the study of past events, individual societies, and civilization. So here, with respect to history, as you are aware, you are having Indian and Western. In Indian, you will be having ancient, medieval, and modern. In Western, you will be having once again ancient, medieval, and modern. Please listen to me. These things are not studied. Not studied. I repeat, with respect to world history, we are studying from the 18th century, mid 18th century. With respect to history of India, ancient, medieval, and modern. I'll explain these things. Okay. So, chapter number 1 is Indian heritage and culture. Then modern India from the middle of 18th century. Pi, you might be knowing this symbol. This is the code. Pi means personalities, issues, and events. Just remember this, nothing extra. So in heritage and culture, you will be studying about art, literature, and architecture. In history, you will be studying modern India. Next, you will be studying freedom movement. So when it comes to freedom movement, generally after first war of Indian independence. So 1857, after 1857 freedom struggle. Then you have got post-independence. So what happened after independence? Post-independence, what happened? Consolidation and reorganization. Consolidation and reorganization. World history. Right? Please listen to me. These are the things present in your history. So, Indian heritage and culture, history, modern India from mid 18th century, that is from 1715 onwards, means advent of Europeans, freedom movement, 1857 onwards, post-independence, after independence, 1947 onwards. In world history, that is also after 1750. So these are the things. Right? Now let me tell you one important aspect for prelims. So for preliminary examination, you don't have world history. You don't have world history. See here, two important things are missing. That is, with respect to mains, you don't have ancient and medieval history. Is the point clear to you? For prelims, you have got Indian history. This includes all ancient, medieval, and modern, and the freedom struggle. This is for prelims. For mains, you don't have ancient and medieval part. And for prelims, you don't have world history. Right? So now, are you able to recollect these things? 5 important things for mains. So as of now, my humble request, forget about prelims. Prelims is a very small one and it is covered in the mains itself. Just some of you asked for it. I just told these things. Can you remember these things? See, you shouldn't forget these things ever. Okay. Now, see, with respect to prelims, we have got history of India and Indian national movement. So history of India means ancient, medieval, and also modern. Here you don't have word history. Art and culture is present here too. Okay. Society. Now, one more important concept. What is society? We have discussed this. Please give the answer first. What do you understand by society? See, this concept, this topic is also important. It is having equal weightage of your history and also geography. It is not the topic to be neglected. What do you understand by society? Group of people, group of family, okay, great. See, once again, see, I will give the most authentic definition. Please internalize these things forever. Society is group of people. Number one, group of people. Number two, living in a definite, territory. Living in a definite territory, or you can say geographical area. Geographical area, right? Living in a definite territory or a geographical area. Third point, they have a culture. Very, very important. They have a culture. Means all the 3 things has to come. So each society has a definite culture. Fourth one, they have got well-defined, well-structured social relations and social structure. Social relations and social structure. The relations, what we have between the family, between, this may be with respect to marriage and also these relations too. That may be because of marriage, or that may be because of blood, or other relations also. Clear? I repeat, group of people living in a different geographical area, having a culture and having a definite social relationship and social structure. Social relation and social structure. Right? Next, let me ask you now a question. What are the problems? What are the problems faced by our society? What are the problems faced by our society? Hunger, poverty. Then others, other than poverty, hunger, gender, what are the other things? Ethical clash, regionalism. Very good. inequality, communalism, nepotism, religious. Very good. So here, like there is one abbreviation which you have to remember. CSR. So generally it is abbreviated for corporate social responsibility, CSR funds. Here you can use for communalism, secularism, and regionalism. These are the three important things here. CSR, you remember this. And as you are aware, this is the word of globalization. Globalization, the concept of global village, the interconnectedness. Word is a village, blurring of the boundaries. Right? These are the only things which are present here. Listen to me. Like Indian society, here, features of Indian society and diversity, FD. Features and diversity. Next, women, population, poverty, urbanization. So these have a three sequence. Please remember this one. Here now, women organizations, population, poverty, and urbanization. Next, you have got globalization and Indian society. So here, globalization relates to interconnectedness. Now, society, you have got 4 elements. You have to interconnect these things. Previously, for the last 10 years, 5 questions have come with respect to these things. All are relating to culture, how it is affecting the culture. Culture is a part of society. Globalization and its effect on Indian society. Globalization is multifaceted and a complex process. So here it is a process, not a stage. It is characterized by increased interconnectedness, interdependency, integration of economic, cultural, societal, technologies, and institutions on a global scale. Very, very important and very authentic definition. So here in society, you have got, other than globalization, social empowerment and CSR. What do CSR stand for? Not corporate social responsibility. So what are these 3 things? CSR, communalism, very good. Then regionalism, secularism, very good. That's it. So please internalize this thing for a while. Indian society, you have got 4 things. Society, in that Indian society, features and diversity, women, population, poverty, urbanization, globalization, Indian society, effect of globalization on Indian society, social empowerment, communalism, secularism, and regionalism. That's it. Okay. Just for your understanding. So geography. Here, with respect to geography, you have got number 1, physical geography. Here, one of my colleagues like Sandeep Mahajan, a very, very renowned faculty for geography, I can say the best in India, the best. Like you can go and like search geography through maps. He has made a course. It is very, very popular. In fact, he was the person to start this course. Now, we can see many people with the same course. Geography through maps is one of the most famous course by Sandeep Mahajan sir. He teaches geography very good. So you are in safe hand, nothing to worry. So physical geography, number 1. Afterwards, you will be studying natural resources. Natural resources, primary, secondary, tertiary sectors in the world. Physical geography, natural resources, where they are present, location. Primary, secondary, and tertiary sectors, tertiary industries. Primary, directly from nature, say for example, agriculture, logging, timbering, animal husbandry. These are primary sector industries. Secondary, manufacturing industry. Tertiary, service industry. So where they are located in the world? Third, geophysical phenomena and geographical features. So just remember these things: physical geography, natural resources, primary, secondary, and tertiary sector, geophysical phenomena, geographical features. This is it, my dear students. This you shouldn't forget. If this is there in your mind, half of the work is over for you. Whenever you read anything, first, this is one important thing, please give due attention. People often ask, sir, what should we read for current affairs? Some say that read anything in the newspaper, afterwards correlate to syllabus. No. Very, very important. First, identify the areas. I repeat, identify the areas in your syllabus which require current affairs orientation. Now, just take 30 minutes time. In this, identify the areas which require current affairs orientation to a higher level. See, if we take by exception or in a broader sense, everything is current related. In this, how many concepts are directly related to current affairs? Just go through these things. Directly. Very good. Globalization. Poverty index. Very good. No, like, don't take, like, if you go on searching, definitely there will be there. No, in this paper, I'm asking you, only here which are directly current related. You can say, like, without current affairs, we cannot answer. Is there any topic like this? Let me see. Very good. Society. Current related things. Okay. See here. That is the thing. See, when you keep these things in mind, whenever you are reading something, you just, your mind, without your knowledge also, interact with these things. So here, this societal part to an extent is related to current affairs. To a greater extent, like, these are not like 100% related to current affairs. Some more things are related to current affairs, not 100%. So whenever you are reading something, you should collect data with respect to these things. Women and women organization, population, poverty, urbanization, effect of globalization on Indian society, social empowerment. Is this clear to you? Okay. Now, once again, please listen to me with concentration. You no need to take down here. Just, I want you to internalize these things. Now here, afterwards, you can take down. Okay. Culture and history, first unit. Here you have got art forms, literature, and architecture from ancient to modern times. Ancient to modern times, art forms, literature, and architecture. Afterwards, you have got modern India from the middle of 18th century present. Personalities, issues, and events. Modern India, you should concentrate on personalities, issues, and events from the middle of the 18th century. Then freedom struggle. Here, you should be concentrating on only two things: stages and contributors and contributions. So here in freedom struggle, stages. What are the stages? Swadeshi movement. After that, Quit India movement, non-cooperation movement. These are the things. So stages and contribution and contributors. Freedom struggle. Afterwards, you have got post-independence. Here, very, very important. You should concentrate only on consolidation and reorganization. Consolidating the princely states and reorganization of the states. Very, very important. Okay. Then with respect to world history. World history, let me explain you. Please concentrate. Events from 18th century, here to from the middle of 18th century, here to middle of the 18th century. So what happened here in the 18th century is Industrial Revolution. Please give due attention. Industrial Revolution was one of the reasons for colonizing. After colonization, they were decolonized after Second World War. So industrialization, colonization, decolonization. Because of colonization and decolonization, because of colonization, what happened? World War. World Wars. After World War, there were redrawing of national boundaries. Redrawing of national boundaries. This is our next topic. So please give due attention. Industrial Revolution, colonization, decolonization, world wars, redrawal of national boundaries, and political philosophies like communism. Here, ism is there, not lism. Communalism, no. Communism, capitalism, and socialism. Very, very important. Are you with me? So these are the three things which you have to keep in mind. So in world history, other than this, you shouldn't be reading anything. I reiterate, in 17th century, in 18th century, there was Industrial Revolution. That led to colonialism. Afterwards, there was decolonization. Colonization was one of the reasons for world wars, because the powers which emerged later, say for example, Germany, Italy, and even Japan, they were not having colonies. So world wars, after world wars, decolonization happened, redrawal of national boundaries, political philosophies like communalism, capitalism, and socialism. Right? So will you be able to remember these things? Right? You shouldn't forget this. There is nothing other than this one. Okay? Okay, great. Once for all, if you have this in your mind, half of the things are done. So society, you have got Indian society, features and diversity. That's it. Women, population, poverty and urbanization. Here, exact syllabus is role of women and women organizations. So with respect to women, whenever you read women, what should come into your mind? Role of women. Role of women. Like how empowerment of women is very important. Women organization. So population and associated issues. These are self-explanatory. Just remember population, it will be more than sufficient. Poverty and developmental issues. Urbanization, problems and remedies. So here, whenever you study about urbanization, what you have to concentrate is, what are the problems, what are the remedies? The questions are directly on this one. I repeat, the questions are directly on the topics what you have. With respect to mains, I repeat, with respect to mains, questions are directly within the framework of the syllabus. I repeat, with respect to mains, questions are within the framework of the syllabus provided. If you add with the previous year question, you can guess almost all the questions. When we look to the previous year questions, we will appreciate these things, right? Shall we move forward? So women, population, poverty, and urbanization. You shouldn't forget these things. Okay, great. So globalization, effect of globalization on Indian society, that's it. So the parts, area, population, society, social structure, social relations, how it is affecting, that's it. Social empowerment and communalism, secularism, and regionalism. This is it. Will you remember these things? Any doubt with respect to these things? Okay, right. See, this is the best method. Dear students, to internalize these things, to explain this in this way, have taken nearly 20 years. When I was studying, I was not aware of this syllabus at all. I was not able to interconnect the things. Even after writing mains, I was not aware. While I was preparing for mains, every time I used to look into the syllabus. Hey, syllabus mein hai kya? Afterwards, I used to go to the topic. Now I'm trying to imbibe these things in your mind once for all, so that that problem won't be there. Okay. So geography, here 4 things are there. Physical geography, salient features. Salient means simply important. Salient features of world physical geography, natural resources, primary, secondary sector industries of the world. Here, little attention should be given. Natural resources, primary, secondary, and tertiary sectors. So here, with respect to natural resource distribution, the only thing which you have to keep in mind or in addition is natural resources distribution. Here, important areas is South Asia and Indian subcontinent. Though you have to study the whole world, in that importance, South Asia and Indian subcontinent. Distribution of natural resources, that is it. Only one word, distribution. Factors responsible for location. So here, with respect to the sectors of the industries, only thing which you have to remember is location of primary, secondary, and tertiary industries in various parts of world, including India. Means you have to give more importance to the Indian related things. So I reiterate, very important, with respect to natural resource, please give due attention to the distribution, the most important thing. With respect to the sectors of industries, more importance to location. That is the thing. They are directly asking these things. If you like go through the mains questions, they are not asking anything other than distribution and location. Right? Geophysical phenomena and geographical features. So here, important geophysical phenomena, earthquake, tsunami, volcanic activity, and cyclone. Please remember, like whatever way you want, like you can remember like TV. You all will be seeing TV. T means tsunami, V means volcanic activity. So you can make EC or CE, EC. So very, very important. These are the things which are often asked. If you are reading the whole geophysical phenomena and if you are not concentrating on these 4, you are in wrong direction. Is this clear to you? Just remember this thing, TV. Just remember TV. T means tsunami, V means volcano. EC, whatever may be, like EC or CE, like the mnemonics is left to you. Clear? So these are the 4 things you have to concentrate. Wherever you read, these are the most important things. Most of the questions have come on this one. Then geographical features. Here, with respect to geographical features, location, changes, and effects. So in this, location, changes, flora, fauna, and effects. So I repeat, geographical features. In that, what you have to keep in mind? Location, changes, flora, fauna, plants, and animals. Is this clear to you? Any doubt here? Are you able to like internalize these things? At least can you remember like 30% of the things? You shouldn't forget once for all. Like all are saying, remember syllabus, remember, but you are not remembering. Why? In fact, I took pain and I have started is this. In my previous batch, I used to tell that every day. Students never used to internalize these things. Okay. Okay, now it will be taking only 5 minutes. Please note down in a very short form in one page. Right? GS1. Unit 1, Indian heritage and culture. You should write down very fast, at the same time very attentively. Indian heritage and culture, art, literature, architecture. Number 1, Indian heritage and culture, art, literature, and architecture. Number 2, history, modern India. In that, from mid 18th, and you write pi, personalities, issues, and events, just pi. Modern India, then freedom struggle, stages, contributors and contributions. Just write stages, it will be more than sufficient. Freedom struggle. Post-independence, CR, consolidation and reorganization. Consolidation, reorganization. Over. Over. Are you still in need of time? Okay, now tell me. Now, like you have to write fast. You have to use abbreviations. Okay, now with respect to word history, you have to tell me the sequence. I have given you 4 important ways to remember. You shouldn't be reading anything other than that in word history. Even for the last 4 years, number of question is 0. No question has come. So now tell me the things, abbreviate them. Don't write them in what is there. Industrial Revolution, okay. Then afterwards, colonization, decolonization, okay. Then, very good. Not philosophical thinkers. Not philosophical thinkers, that is wrong. Political philosophies. So here, some of you are confusing that to CSR. CSR comes in society, not here. See here, very easy to remember. Write down history, word, events from 18th. Just write from 18th century. IR, Industrial Revolution, that relate to colonization, decolonization, World War, redrawal of the boundaries, then SCC. What is the meaning of SCC? Socialism, communism. What is the other C? Very good, capitalism. Will you remember these things once for all? See, this is it. World history, just don't read anything other than this. Industrial Revolution led to colonization, colonization led to World War, World War led to decolonization, that led to redrawal of the boundaries, and you have got political philosophies, SC, Supreme Court, or scheduled caste, however you want to remember, and C, CSC. That's it. Right? Communalism, capitalism, and socialism. That's it. Okay. Okay. Then write down society. Number 1, Indian society. FD, features and diversity. Features and diversity. That's it. Indian society. In that, FD, features and diversity. Then 7th, you have got women, population, poverty, urbanization. I repeat, women, population, poverty, urbanization, globalization, and its effect on Indian society. So you can make globalization and Indian society. Please don't read anything other than globalization and its effect on Indian society, because almost like 5 questions have come, all are related to societal concepts itself. Then next you have got social empowerment and CSR. CSR is here, right? Globalization, not in Indian context, effect of globalization on Indian society. The line. So, effect of globalization on Indian society. See, like our dress patterns have changed. This is one of the effect of globalization. We are singing like Western songs. We are eating like dairy milk, Cadbury's, McDonald's, pizza, burger, everything. Not only food habits is a very small one. So somebody is asking like previous page. So this is the one, just 30 seconds, just read it wherever you want and note down. We don't have much time. We have to cover a lot of things now. Okay, done. Okay, this is over. This is over. Please just take like 30 seconds. Go through these things once for all. Just very fast. I'll take up the questions later. Now let me just finish the basic things. So when you are done with, please let me know. Just concentrate on the things what I am teaching. Okay. Now geography, please take down geography. In that, physical geography. Just write physical geography. Salient feature is understood. Physical geography. Next, you have got natural resources. Natural resources, what you have to concentrate? Distribution. That's it, nothing extra. Natural resources, distribution. Primary, secondary, and tertiary sector. In the word, what they are asking? Location. So with respect to natural resources, distribution; with respect to sectors, location. Clear? Then factor responsible. One more you can add if you want. Factors responsible for the location. No need, in fact, just location will suffice. Like moving on to geophysical phenomena. In that, TVCE. So TV means tsunami and volcano. C means cyclone. E means earthquake. This is it. So you have to concentrate only on these things. See, like I'm telling you, one mistake I did. I always thought of getting first rank. To get first rank, I thought like I have to remember everything as it is. I have to read everything. It is not possible. You have to understand one important thing. If you get 50%, you are getting first rank almost. Way back in like 2013 and 14, for 40-45% you used to get first rank, not even IAS. So just concentrate on the most important thing. So geophysical phenomena, TVCE, and geographical features, flora, fauna, plants, animals. So what you have to study with respect to these things? Location, change, and effects. Over. Location, change, and effects. This is it. I have doubt coaching long is sufficient. Don't worry. Sir is there. Sir will tell everything. Just follow what we say. That will be more than sufficing. I can understand because you are already a senior citizen. So with respect to these things, like I would say, like you have to write. So I'll give PPT for all. Like for first class and second class, did you get the PPTs? For first class and second class, did you get the PPTs? No. Yes, no. Okay, I'll make sure that you get. See, with respect to dear students, with respect to whatever I teach, I'll be giving as PPT. Some things, say these kind of things, I don't want to give PPT because you have to write and you have to remember. I'll say that which I won't be giving because I want you to internalize. Once I give the PPT, they are not writing. Okay. So, dear students, just take 30 seconds. Once again, please concentrate. Please come back. 30 seconds and go through these things fast. Just not more than this. You have to go very fast. Or what you have written. And after that, just say that you are done with. Like you have to go very fast, very, very fast. Okay, great. Now tell me, okay, relax now. Please relax for a time. Relax for a while. Now, tell me. Now, how much percent of the syllabus you can remember? What percent of syllabus with respect to GS1? What percent of the syllabus you will be in a position to reproduce? Now, don't bluff. Because like 90% of the students, they just cannot reproduce even the titles. Okay, great. 50, 80, 60. $90, okay. 78, okay. Oh, I appreciate your creativity. Prakash, 78%. Maybe 78 is lucky number. We are not freshers. Freshers are having the highest potential. Your veterans, they are not getting rank. So what freshers, even if you are fresher, if you would have concentrated, you would have. So I reiterate, you should remember 100% syllabus. So please go through these things in home. Okay. So I thought of even reading the things as it is given in UPSC syllabus, but I think now there is no need. Okay. Now one homework I would giving you. Identify the current affairs related topics in the syllabus first. Then pick up the relevant current affairs based on syllabus and previous year question papers. So pick up the relevant current affair facts based on the syllabus and the previous year questions. You should not be doing the other way around. Reading the newspaper, afterwards you are seeing whether it is present in syllabus or not. After I complete analysis of all the papers, you should have a framework. Please give due attention here. You should have a structure. Like what are the areas where current affairs is required. GS1, these are the areas where current affairs things are required. So your eyes should be looking for only these things. GS2, these are the areas where current affairs is required. GS3, these are the areas. In ethics paper, these are the areas. That's it. After that, you shouldn't be reading anything other than these things. Is my point clear to you? I reiterate, identify some topics, say for example, 20, 30, 40, 50 from all the parts of the syllabus. Afterwards, you internalize these things. Keep this in your mind and just look for these things when you read in newspaper or any other thing. This is the way toppers do. Please repeat. Okay. Please give due attention. See here in syllabus GS 1, 2, 3, 4. After I decode the things, identify the current affairs related topics in all. Identify. Afterwards, those things have to be in your mind. Whenever you are reading current affairs, just pick up the current affairs facts. That should be based on the things you have identified. Say, for example, you have identified total 30 topics. You should just pick those things. Once again, don't worry about that 5%, let it go. If you bother about this 5%, 10%, you won't master 90%. Sir, I may forget 1 point, let it go. If you get 50%, you clear prelims. If you get 50% of the marks, you get first rank. Then why are you bothering about this 5%, 10%? When you think about this 5% and 10%, you will lose the 90%. Okay. Next homework for you is identify the current affairs related topics in GS1. Current affairs related topics, in that what you should note. Then previous year questions subtopic wise, very, very important. What is this subtopic wise? I am telling you. Say for example, in society, we had women. So women related questions has to be there in one place. Population related questions, poverty related questions has to be there. Right? Afterwards, say for example, if you go CSR, communalism related questions, secularism related questions, regionalism questions. Regionalism related questions, there are 4 questions. You have to go like that, not like fully. Okay. Hope these things are clear to you. Then we'll move forward with the GS2. So here, please note down 2 important things. Okay. Mains. So I won't be explaining. In mains, don't do anything other than this. Number 1, mains questions. So mains questions are only from this area. Mains questions are from federal system. Federal system. Number 2, separation of powers. Number 3, with respect to legislature. What does legislature do? Bills and act. Number 4, your executive. What that executive do will be schemes and programs. Number 5, Supreme Court judgments or interpretation. In this is the most important thing. These are the most important things for you. Go and see any previous year question. You won't get like more than 90%. If you do this one, more than 90% of the things are covered. Yesterday I didn't tell you these things. In the previous session I just told these things. Is this clear to you? Mains fifth one. Okay, I repeat once again. Federal system, separation of powers, legislature, with respect to legislature, bills, acts, executive, with respect to executive, schemes and programs, with respect to Supreme Court judgments, this is it. In mains, you are not getting anything other than these things. Say, for example, comparison of constitution, just 5 questions in last 10 years. So those things are very minor. No need to bother about these things. Representation of People Act, we have got like there are only 2 or 3 questions in the last 10 years. Right? So I reiterate, these are very important. Federal system, separation of powers, legislature, bills, executive, schemes and programs, Supreme Court judgments. These are the only things which you have to concentrate on mains. See, take this as a challenge. Take from my side. 2023 mains is on September. Just verify the facts what I have told. Will you do it for me? So in mains, you just see whether what I am telling are coming or not. This will be the first test. Okay. And once again, I reiterate, with respect to the polity, with respect to the things what I teach, don't worry. I should be the one-stop solution for all your needs. Like last time we have done our best. Today, like this time, I'll be doing better than the previous one. Because like experience, because this is an entirely different platform. It is not like our traditional offline courses. Offline courses are entirely different. Now having like thought for 1 year, I understand as to how to teach. What is the method I have to adapt? Though I have taught in many institutions online, this platform is entirely different. Okay. Next, GS3. Okay. So now please relax for a while. Do we need to purchase the 7th edition of Laxmikanth? No need, because here, very good point, because in 7th edition, 3 important things have been added. One is Constitution and constitutionalism. In Laxmikanth, I'll be providing everything with respect to those things. Don't worry, everything line by line I will be providing. Second thing is Supreme Court judgment. Yes, adds Supreme Court judgments, some 90 judgments I'll be providing, and also various terminologies used by Supreme Court judgment. I'll be giving that. Then the third one is word constitution. These are the major things. All these things, word by word, I will be giving. And like if at all, if you want, I think it is available in PDF form. In like if you search Google, you'll be getting those things. But I'll be covering these things. These are the 3 things which are there in the new edition. No need. Okay. Now, please let me, like, will you? Okay. So now what shall we do? Shall we take GS3 or shall we wind up the session? Shall we wind up or shall we continue? So So it's not, you have to be frank. See, if your energies are down, not able to concentrate, it's okay. Wind up, continue. Have the exam tomorrow. Okay. Okay. So I'll just take, okay. I'll come to, based on the poll, I'll just take 5 to 10 minutes. So very important, listen to me, 5 to 10 minutes. Now, for most of you, you have got a dilemma. So here, one important thing, whether to take 2024 exam or not. This is a $1 million question for most of you. My question is, it's not about you completing the syllabus. It's not about you completing the syllabus. Will you be able to master the syllabus better than your competitors who have been here for the last 5 years, 1 year, 2 years, who have already written prelims mains? Don't say that I will be writing this 2023 for experience. No. I suppose on 26th or 28th May next year, question paper will be out in the evening. You can practice that. If you give an attempt, it should be full-fledged. Your preparation should be complete. If you want to give 2024 prelims, if you are a fresher, if you have not cleared prelims yet, in my opinion, from October and November, you should start only GS 1, 2, 3. You should concentrate only on these things because these are the things present in prelims. Forget about your ethics, forget about your optional, because already your seniors have completed most of the things. They are there. And out of my experience, 99.5% of the students fail in first attempt. I repeat. And those who got through this 0.5%, who get through in first attempt prelims, there are high chances that they will be getting service. Just imagine, you have to cover polity, history, geography, economy. These subjects almost. With respect to mains, well-educated person. With respect to prelims, no. With respect to prelims, you have to read almost the content which is there in degree syllabus, graduation. For graduation, you are taking 3 years. Will you be able to complete these things within a span of another, say for example, now October, August over, September, October, November. After that, you will be having January, February, March, April. Will you be able to cover all these things to the level of graduation in 7 months? That is one of the most important things. And if at all, if you are giving 2024, and if it is your first attempt, or if you have not cleared prelims yet once, at the most by November, you should be concentrating on the prelims. Right? So this, you have to think, see, it's not like that in 8 months, it is difficult. Don't go by the exceptions. Okay, I'll give one more thing, one more very important thing. Nearly 13 lakh will be writing. 13 lakh will be writing. In that, like nearly 10,000 prelims. 10,000 will be writing mains. 10,000 will be writing mains. Nearly like 2,500 or 3,000 will be attending interview, and 1,000 will be succeeding. So this will be trophy, like winners. In this 1,000 also, there will be some 50 to 100 IAS. Other than this 50 to 100, all these people who, if they have their attempt, all will be appearing next year. Is my point clear to you? I repeat, this time, if there are 10,000 students who have written, say for example, for you, in 2023, 10,000 students are have written the mains. In this, other than the IAS, all will be appearing for next preliminary examination. These are the people who are your competitors. This class is not your competition. Your fellow beings are not your competitors. Completing is not at all the difficult thing. You should be able to excel. And once, like in a hurry-burry, if you try, what I have found is those people who fail in prelims in the first attempt, their preparation will be not systematic. They won't complete the essay. They won't complete the optional. See here, you getting service is the most important thing, not you writing next year. Is my point clear to you? Will you be able to master all these things? The chances are very low. Don't be in hasty, because all these people other than the IAS, if they have attempt, all will be giving attempt to you. Every year in civil service, I will tell you this very, very important. 95% of the students, more than 95% of students who appear in civil service, they never write mains in their life. Is my point clear? They never write their mains, because only 10,000. Getting into this 10,000 is the one important thing. You have to break this prelim shield. Here, the competition is less, because this is 1:13. This is 1:2 or 2.5 or 3. You are very near. And most importantly, prelims, why it is difficult is there are only 100 questions. In this 100 question, nobody knows more than 1/3 of the questions accurately. Out of this, all will be making guesses with respect to other 2/3. Just 100 questions, 13 lakh. Okay. So definitely, I am not like saying you, I am telling you the harsh reality, right? Dear students, please go home. Like GS2 and GS1, you should be 100% pakka with the respect to syllabus. In the same way, I will go like subtopic wise. Subtopic wise, previous year questions. Once these things are in your mind, like you can prepare on your own. It's very easy. Other things, right? So any doubt if you have got? Okay, from when the syllabus will start? Definitely a very good pertinent question. Already, like I have given you the basics to read polity. So I'll take up GS3 afterwards, because already now you want to start with the things. First, from tomorrow, we'll start with democracy. Democracy. Shall we start the class with respect to democracy tomorrow, or shall we first deal with the GS3 and GS4 syllabus? Choice is yours. Shall we discuss GS3 and GS4 once for all for tomorrow? The whole syllabus will be in your hand. Afterwards, my sequence will be democracy. After that, we'll discuss constitution and constitutionalism and constitutional morality. Afterwards, we'll be taking up from Article 1 till Article 395. Accordingly, like we'll be seeing federal system, separation of powers, executive, legislature, judiciary. So let me see the messages.
Hello, sir, am I audible? Hello,
Please go ahead.
sir, I want to ask that can I start with the administration syllabus?
Madam, you are not audible.
Hello, am I
Please
audible
go
now?
ahead. Please go ahead.
Sir, I am asking that can I start with public administration syllabus?
Yes, public administration, very good question. See, polity will cover more than 70% of public administration. In public administration, paper 1, chapter number 1, 2, 3, 4, they are related to like management. Other than this, all the more than 70% will be covered in the polity itself. You can cover
Okay.
side by side.
So one more question. That for one optional subject there are two papers, paper 1 and paper 2. So how is that like? What is the pattern of that?
Very good question. Like, let me answer you. See, this is one important question. In all subjects, you will have paper 1. So this, like most of the students may not know, another is paper 2. So here, this is concept related. All papers. Concept related, this is application. Say for example, anthropology. So paper 1 will be concepts. Paper 2 will be application to India. Even in maths, this is concept, their application. In PSIR, everywhere, paper 1 will be concept related and paper 2 will be application related. So in all the things, this is the pattern, right?
Okay. Thank you, sir. So public administration, you will be only teaching us.
Please come again, madam.
So public administration, you will only teach us.
No, madam. As of now, like I'll restrict myself to like polity and governance.
Oh, okay, only politics. Okay. So my question was that we can start with the optional subject.
You can start with the optional subject, madam. Like there will be mentorship, not a problem for that.
Okay.
Okay. Having said this, it was a great session. Hope you have enjoyed the session. Dear students, my request, please master GS1 and GS2 syllabus. If you just afterwards, if you master GS3 and GS4, just you will be left with previous year questions. Right? Having said these things, enjoy your preparation. If you enjoy your preparation, success is always yours. Getting through civil service has become very easy, dear students. The reason is no one is able to concentrate. Nobody. See, if you go to reading rooms, they are paying 1,000, 2,000, even 3,000. 90% of the students won't come 90% of the days. It is very, very difficult to concentrate. If you are able to concentrate, then it's a cakewalk for you. Avoid all distraction. Enjoy your preparation. Success is yours. Having said that, let me conclude this session. Until we meet again, happy reading. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.